Very important video, guys. Today I'm going to share with you why your salary does not increase after a certain point in your career. Yes, you heard it right. A lot of people talk about this, that after you reach an age of 40 to 45 years, that is a work experience of around 20 years, your salary stops to grow. Okay, so we will find out today why this is true. Okay, and what do you need to do to avoid this from happening to you. All right, we will discuss the key phases in your career, the transitions that you need to make, or the small shifts or changes that you need to make to survive in the long run. Okay, so let's say if you get hired at the age of 22, 23, how do you survive in the industry till the age of 58? Okay, and why is it unrealistic to expect that every year you will get a salary raise or a salary hike? And okay, so we'll dive into the numbers right away. Watch this video till the end and subscribe to the channel if you have not done it already. This is going to be extremely important. All right, let's get started.
All right, I have taken two examples or two scenarios to explain how with age your experience grows and your salary grows, and at what point of time it peaks and after that it does not grow at all. So this is scenario number one in the first tab, where we have assumed that you will get increments in the range of 8% to 12% in the first 15 years of your career, mentioned over here. And then I'll click on the next tab. This is scenario 2, where we have assumed that the increments will be in the range of 8 to 10% in the first 15 years. Of course, we have considered job switches, 1, 2, 3 job switches in the first 12 years of your career, and accordingly factored for 60%, 40%, and 20% hike. Now, there may be an argument saying that nobody pays 8% or 12% hike on a regular basis, but this is just an example to show you guys how things work in the real world. And if you understand the example, you'll understand how the salary peaks and then kind of becomes stable over a period of time. So at 23 years of age, this is where we are. You start to work, right? And you are single. Over a period of time, in next 2-3 years, your salary grows by, let's say, 20% each year, and then you make a job switch. First job switch after 3 years, you get 60% hike. You reach to a point of 8 lakhs with 3 years of experience. And then another after another 2 years, you get 40% hike for another job switch. Now your salary becomes 13 lakhs, as I have mentioned over here. So this is a hypothetical scenario. And then let's say you become stable because you are now married and you're bringing up your family. So you stay in the company and you regularly get paid 12% hike, and then eventually 8% hike because of business scenarios. Then you decide to make another job switch at 35 years of age, with your total experience being 12 years, and it gives you 25% hike. So you land up earning 27.98, which is close to 28 lakhs of salary, and you now have a home loan to pay, and this is a good amount. Now a lot of you may say that, okay, I have 12 years of experience, but I don't get 28 lakhs, which is fair. Sometimes people get 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, depending on their skill, experience, domain expertise, demand supply, importance, etc., etc. So this is just an example, guys. Now what is interesting to note is, after this period, once you have hit 12 years, 13 years, or 14 years of experience, your salary has become huge, right? So you are earning around 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs of salary, based on, again, your skill and expertise and demand supply. But after that, right, if you consider that you get 5% hike each year, and why I have considered each year is because each year we are expecting certain hikes from our employers. When we go into appraisal discussions, we want certain hike to be there, and if we get 4% or 5%, we are generally not happy. But I have just made it constant to do this maths for you guys, right? So if we consider 5% hike over a period of next 15 years, or 25 years, by the time you reach 35 years of experience, you will be 58 years old. And by this logic, you are supposed to get a salary of over 1 crores. Wow. Now that's not going to happen. We know that, right? Why that's not going to happen is, we know there are a lot of people in the industry today who are 25 or 30 years of experience. Very few of them are earning as close as 1 crores, right? Only executives or people who are in the senior management or leadership roles. Now, you may say that this is inflated. Yes, it is, because in India there is inflation. So we have to account for that. If we are in US, probably the salary would not increase dramatically like it is over here, because in the US inflation is pretty low. But this is just an example. Again, the numbers may change, and that's why we have scenario 2. If I go to this tab, scenario 2, again the logic is same. With age, your experience is increasing and your salary is increasing, assuming certain hike. So if I assume 10%, 10% hike, or 8%, or again 10% hike, and likewise if I add 5% over a period of time, this again by the time you retire tells you that you might expect 85 lakhs of package. Now this again is unrealistic. Okay, why unrealistic is because we don't know the reason why we are getting paid so much, or why we expect to be paid so much. So what I want to share with you guys, and what is the takeaway, is that you should know what is that time period in your career when things will start to get out of your hands. Okay, and looking at this, the the picture is pretty clear that this is the time period, guys. This is exactly the time period where things might just go out of your control. And let me shade it with some, let's say, red color. Okay, so by the time you are 35 years of age and around 12 or 13 years of experience, and earning around 20-25 lakhs, that's where the entire scenario starts to change. And I'm not saying uh, this is generally true for everybody, but this is true for most of us. We can't compare this with people who walk out of the college from IITs and get a starting package of 25 lakhs. So that's not the comparison that we want to make here. But generally, if you started with 3-4 lakhs, and if you are earning around 25 lakhs with 10, 12, 15 years of experience, this is where the problem will arise. And when I say problem, what I mean is, after a while, okay, after a while, when you start to earn 20-25 lakhs, or maybe 30 lakhs, you need to find out a reason why the company will continue to give you hike every year. Okay, we have in this example considered only 5%, right? But generally the expectation is more. But why will the company pay you 5% more every year? They don't want to spend that kind of amount on you. Okay, now what comes into the picture, and there are 3-4 things which are important here, is again whether you have kept yourself relevant in the market. Okay, whether you have reskilled yourself, and whether you have kept yourself in the demand. Okay, otherwise it's going to be very tough, because your cost is very high, and the kind of work that you're doing can be done by somebody who is junior. Okay, so let's say if you are here, and if you demand 27 lakhs, but if there is a junior person with 15 lakhs of salary and 8 years of experience, and if he's equally capable of doing things, then company would rather go with this person who is 8 years experience and 15 lakh salary, rather than paying you a hefty amount. That's the crux, guys. And what you need to do is, every 5 years you need to look at your salary. You need to understand why you're earning what you're earning. Okay, and now I'll take you to the solution part of it. There are 3-4 points that I want to make. First is, you need to understand what is your core strength, and what is demand in the market, and where is the money trail. Okay, so follow the money trail, which means if you are, let's say, Oracle resource from the past, and if the industry is shifting towards business intelligence or data science, that is where you need to reskill. Okay, so every 5 to 7 years you need to reskill, you need to learn new things. Second is, look for other options. Okay, look for options like freelancing, and I've already done a video on that. Freelancing can be an alternate source of income, right? Then a few of the senior people start their own businesses. Sometimes they shift to education industries. That is also an option, right? Now, very few are those who are able to transform and learn, and basically move into senior leadership roles. Okay, because remember, we started with uh, 23 years of age, and we started with an engineering degree, right? So most of us are engineers, and we are not qualified to do management. So over a period of time you need to reskill and learn management, and then move into senior leadership role, by showing that you can learn on the job. Okay, and you are capable to take additional responsibility. Just being a Java developer, or just being good in technology will continue to give you a raise year after year. That's not going to happen. Okay. So that's the message, guys, for today. In the link, I've given 2 more videos. I hope you will like these as well. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye for now.